Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days and 5 minutes. Hey, our weekend is here. It's Saturday, and we are now getting to a point where Melissa is moving far enough out to the east that its impact on the coast is lessening. So look for tidal conditions to improve as far as coastal flooding is concerned. Tides are still going to be running on the high side on Long Island and along the Long Island South Shore and the Jersey Shore, and also on the north shore of Long Island, south coast of Connecticut and Westchester County, because of the fact that we do have a full moon on Sunday. But at least in terms of having that endless northeast or east-northeast wind, and the system offshore, be it either a non-tropical one or Melissa, the subtropical one, that part of the game is over with. Melissa moving out to the east, and we've seen winds already shifted around to the north, which is a positive sign. So weather conditions this weekend are going to be so-so, I think. I think it's probably the best way to describe it. We are looking at Melissa pulling away, and this is the water vapor imagery. We look at that mid-level part of the atmosphere, around 10,000 feet or so, and you see Melissa pretty well defined on the water vapor. It's a little ragged looking because we are going to see this weekend, but it's much further out to the east now, southeast of Cape Cod. So while Melissa moves out, we've got a cold front that's sweeping in from the Great Plains snowstorm that is winding down. Well, that front is weakening as it moves eastward. So the clouds may survive, and we're going to have that to deal with today. But I don't think we're going to see much in the way of any shower activity from it. So that's a good thing. Here's how it looks on the visible satellite loop. You can see Melissa and that well-defined circulation now pushing away to the east very slowly but surely, and then those high clouds from the cold front from the west starting to sweep in. And again, between those two systems, I really don't see us getting a whole lot of sunshine for today. One of the important things that's happened overnight as far as the weather itself at the surface is concerned is the fact that these winds have shifted around, have backed around to the north, and that's a good thing. And in fact, over New Jersey, we're seeing winds that are moving, that are now coming in from the northwest. So that is very, very important. We have stopped with that endless east-northeast wind. Even the buoys that are out offshore reporting northerly wind. So that blows most of the water mostly away from the coastline, especially for Long Island. It does tend to bring some higher water to the north shore of Long Island with the north wind, but it's not a screaming north wind here. We're talking about 10 to 15 miles an hour, so that's a good thing. So as far as high temperatures are concerned today, we're looking at mid to upper 60s. If we can get some breaks of sun in the mix, we could see a few warm spots approach 70 degrees or even low 70s down in southern New Jersey, down into Maryland and northeastern Virginia, near 70 in southeastern Pennsylvania and south central Pennsylvania. Sunday, we will be in the 60s. We have this cold front that's going to move through. Even though it doesn't have much with it, it's going to stall out on Sunday, and a little wave is going to develop with an area of rain. I think most of that rain passes to our south Sunday night, but it is going to keep us in a fair amount of clouds tomorrow with temperatures mostly in the 60s everywhere. And then Monday, Columbus Day, with that wave gone, actually weather conditions will improve. We'll probably, with enough sunshine, most area highs will reach 70 to 75. It might be a little cooler in northeastern Pennsylvania, a little bit cooler in the Hudson Valley and Connecticut and on Long Island, where it's mostly in the 60s. But overall, Columbus Day looking like a nice day. Tuesday, still have some leftover dry air. It'll be a little cooler on Tuesday. I think we'll have some sunshine and arriving clouds. High temperatures are going to be in the 60s. And then we have a stronger cold front for Wednesday. And there will be some showers with that, maybe even a steady period of rain in areas from, say, central New Jersey on southward, and the possibility that could be a couple of rumbles of thunder as a cold front goes by. And that front is fairly significant because behind it, we are going to see some rather chilly air. We're looking at daytime highs on Thursday in most areas, not out of the 50s. And I think that chilly air holds on into Friday to finish off this coming week. Here's what it looks like on the surface map on the GFS, and let me just back it up here because I have this a little up and through this evening. So there's Melissa this morning moving away. High pressure tries to build in. It's very hard to find it, but there is a weak cold front right through here that swings out of that Great Plains snowstorm that will roll on through here sometime this evening or tonight, but there's hardly any weather with it. Most of the rain with that is going by way up through upstate New York. Sunday is dry. You see that little area of rain that starts to gel up a bit in Georgia and south of North Carolina. That's that weak wave that will pass by mainly to the south. Looks like it brings some rain into eastern North Carolina, Virginia, southeastern Virginia, and to the Delmarva Peninsula, maybe touching southern New Jersey, and maybe barely touching Long Island during the nighttime hours Sunday night. Otherwise, the rest of the area is dry. High pressure builds in for Monday and Tuesday, which is great. Looks like the weather, as I said, good for Columbus Day and the day after. And here comes this next strong cold front. And this is going to be result in a fairly strong storm that will develop in the Gulf of Maine. And if you watch, you'll notice there's a wave that comes out from the south, and that brings some significant rains to the southeast, which has been bone dry for so long and baked to a crisp from that heat back a few weeks ago. Well, there's a significant area of rain that's moving through the Gulf states. And then we've got the cold front itself that's producing some showers and storms. The area of rain to the south passes by mainly to the south. And then you get the front to come through with some showers and storms. This is during the day on Wednesday, probably late Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. It'll consolidate into a low in the Gulf of Maine that will head up toward Nova Scotia. And who knows, maybe even a little bit of snow might come out of this out of northern New England. But then behind it is a gusty wind and much cooler air for the end of the week. So that pretty much wraps up Weather in 5 today, which is it's always very hard for me to do it all in 5 minutes. I always think of, there's one more thing I have to show you, one more thing I have to show you. So again, so weekend, pretty good day for Columbus Day to cap off the 3-day holiday weekend. And then we've got some changes coming next week, and no tropical storms or hurricanes to worry about, nor do we have any big snowstorms to worry about either anywhere in the U.S. for at least the next 4 or 5 days. Have a great Saturday. Download my weather app. It's free on Google Play or on the App Store. And download Angry Ben's weather app, the Angry Weatherman, that is available on Google Play. So you'll have both weather apps, and you'll never be without the latest forecast. And that's one of the big changes we made was the fact that you don't have to put in your location anymore. It will default to your location when it comes to current conditions and your local forecast. So that's a big plus. Be sure to give Zoom Radar a look. That's a useful tool as well. And for those of you who are on Long Island, there's a tab just for Long Island, which will be, I'll be using that more and more in the coming weeks. Have a great day, everybody.